Hi, welcome to Angeli Arena in Lakeview, Oregon. I'm Katie Erickson and this is Louboutin. She is my Tennessee walking horse mare. She's about 7 years old. I've only been riding on her 2 times. My husband trained her for me and he has done all the work on her. I'm going to just do some groundwork with her right now. I'm starting to get her used to me used to her. And I'm going to let you see what she can do freestyle without any equipment on her. My husband doesn't do this a lot. This is just something I've recently been playing with her maybe 5 times. So you'll see I have some cavaletti poles and I use that to help develop her gymnastically. Today they're just set on the ground right now, but we'll probably move that up. Whenever she goes through the poles, I want her to go ahead and look down and relax and kind of stretch her top line. I'll show you how I turn her without any hands on her face, obviously. So I can go, whoa. Hopefully she does it, right? Go through the poles. Easy. Good girl. Easy. Trot. 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 Good. Canter. Good girl. Whoa. Good girl. This way. That's a better turn. So I'm going to try and have her transition in and out of these trot pulls. Canter. Good girl. Easy. Easy. Good girl. Canter. Canter. Yeah. Easy. Easy. Trot. Good girl. Whoa. Good. I like that set. That was good. I'm going to go ahead and show you one of my favorite things to do with a walking horse, believe it or not. We're going to go over this jump over here. Lou will need to engage her fanny a little bit more to go over this. A little gymnasticizing. You can see it's a very simple setup. I've just got a little sight pole there for her. It's maybe 2 feet, about 2 feet. And then there is a canter stride length pole away from the jump on the other side. Okay, so that's it. She has done this before. If you are wanting to do this kind of work with your horse, you might want to try it a little lower first, because that will, if they're concerned at all about it, that's going to really help them. And there's all sorts of different ways you can set up these little cavaletti jumps to help gymnasticize them. I've done some other videos with a buckskin horse before. You can maybe find them online under Cat Erickson. Okay, are you ready? Lou, let's go. I'm going to let her look at this first. I'm going to back off her so she'll come towards me and just look at the jump, because she didn't go around this before we turned the video on. And she could approach this and go over that trot, but I'm going to ask her to canter. Beautiful. Excellent. I'm going to have her turn around, go the other direction. And remember, she's off. I don't have anything controlling her other than my body language. So sometimes there's a little bit of error. But I like to let her have that ability to kind of figure out her body on her own without me interfering at all. Good girl. I'm going to ask her to stop there. This is actually a lot of work. work for her. She has to really work hard. You'll see she's kind of, whew, you know, it's some strength training. That's what we want in the badonk back there. Okay. Okay, so you will see behind me a new set of obstacles. I basically use the ground poles and build little cavaletti height jumps. So I'm going to stand right by this for a second so you get a good idea. This is low. It's below my knee. Okay. I don't want to overface her with too big of a jump. At this point, this is going to be plenty hard enough for her. So remember, she is loose. I'm not controlling her face at all. So I got to make it desirable for her to go through here. So I've got my little poles to kind of block the edges of my jump system, for lack of a better word, okay? This first one is really low. It's only like, probably 10 inches, trying to really encourage her to go through it. So when I ask her to go, I'm gonna ask her to come through on this easy side first, okay? So first I'm just gonna ask her to move. I have my cameraman move, so as you can see the jumping from the side, because I think she's so good at it. Move. So I'm gonna try and get her to just kind of come on the inside of it. And this way she can look at the jumps and size them up for herself. I want this to be Lou herself thinking. Let's go, hon. Good girl, canter. I do need a canter through there. Yes, beautifully done. She's gonna come through again. Good. Am I blocking the camera? Okay. I'm going to ask her to go the other direction. Always both directions, because these are suppling exercises. I want to work her on both sides equally. Just because she's a Tennessee walker, don't underestimate the power of versatility in your training. Good girl. See that? Did you see that last step was a little hard for her? She kind of bunny hopped on that last one. She has to really engage here. Yes, that was better. Nice stride. Ooh. So don't overdo these. These are difficult exercises. In between, when I'm moving these, she's just standing here breathing and watching me. It's very good for her emotionally. She gets up and then she gets down. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do a little riding, and I'm gonna show you some gaiting. Remember, I've only been on her 2 times as of today. My husband's ridden her a lot, but I'm gonna get on her also, and we're gonna see some gait work. Okay, I've got Lou tacked up. She's wearing a miler comfort bit, really mild, kind of like a snaffle would be. I apologize for my mismatched tack, but I'm not trying to sell my horse. I'm just trying to give you a few new perspectives on what maybe you can do with your Tennessee walking horse, your gaited horses. I've got my English saddle on. My husband almost always rides her in a Western saddle. I'm using Western reins, which I typically don't usually use Western reins, so I might be a little more klutzy with them, but they're long enough for this horse, and my other horse is a lot shorter, so this is going to work good for Lou. So that's what we're doing today. So again, this is my 3rd time on this mare, and so I'm just going to touch her quite a bit, let her know I'm coming. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is just kind of let her roam around a little bit here. And remember, she's a walking horse, so she is gaited, and we're going to go ahead and see a little bit of that. Okay, so this drill that I'm going to show you here, I'm going to do this to try and help establish contact, a little better contact with her bit. She's at a point now where she's getting less elementary and a little more middle school, high school schooling. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to just ride her at a walk here on this circle. I'm going to try and keep my outer rein tight. That's the outer rein of the circle, which would be this one, because I'm going this way. And my inner rein, I'm going to kind of give and take a little and try and help her do what she's doing right there. Just kind of relax and drop her head, lengthen her top line, round up a little on her own, hopefully. Okay, on this circle, riding this direction, my inside rein, whoops, kind of lost her on my circle there. My inside rein is soft and light. My outside rein in my right hand is firm enough that she has something to lean into. I want to ride her into this outside rein, okay, into the right hand. Now you'll see as I come around the top, as I come around the top of this circle, I'm going to change reins. Now my inside rein is my right rein, my outside rein is my left hand. I'm going to drive her forward, and I do not have spurs on this horse, and she's barefoot. So I want you to know that. This is just her learning to balance herself out the walk. So you'll see I'm going to change reins here again. This is good for her. It shifts her weight from one side of her body to the other. She has to think a little. It's the beginning of her lateral movement. So now watch this. I'm going to pick her up and watch me from the camera. See? And she's starting to understand a little lateral movement, right? And Lou just is going to show off her great gaiting ability with Travis because our phone died. And he hopped on her while I went to get a new phone. So, you know, that's how it goes today. She's going to look around a little bit. This is life. But she can just maintain a really nice running walk. And notice how this is not very lateral. Really nice. All right, let's see your gait, Trav. That's very nice. Beautiful. It's hard to tell how fast that is when you're just looking at it on camera, but you know, I just want you to see how that versatile work really helps. You know, is she lateral? No. She's got this gorgeous step. She's just doing fabulous. All that work builds her booty, builds her mind, builds her emotional relaxation, and this is how you get an amazing walking horse. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.